They say Hollywood hides its darkest truths behind a smile. And this week, that smile disappeared forever. Diane Keaton, Oscar winner, fashion icon, and one of the last true stars of the Silver Age, has died. She was 79 years old. Her death on October 11th, 2025, sent shockwaves across the world. And yet, for many who knew her, the signs had been there all along. The morning was quiet in Brentwood, California. Neighbors remember hearing sirens, then silence. Paramedics were seen entering Keaton's famous home, the one she had lovingly restored brick by brick. Minutes later, she was gone. No foul play reported, no clear cause of death, just mystery. And then, the whispers began. Weeks before her passing, Diane started pulling away. Cancellations, missed interviews, no more playful Instagram posts. Even her beloved dog walks stopped. Friends said she seemed distracted, almost as if she was preparing for something. Then came the move that stunned everyone. She quietly listed her dream home for sale. This was the house she had once said she would never, ever leave. But she did, without explanation. Why? Some insiders believe Diane wanted to leave everything in order. Others think she was running from something or someone. And when news broke that she'd recorded a final message before her death, curiosity turned into obsession. A recording, private, locked away by her family, never released. Was it a farewell, a confession, or something much darker, a warning about the town she once called home? To understand the woman behind the mystery, we have to go back to the beginning. Born in Los Angeles in 1946, Diane Keaton was never like the others. She was awkward, funny, fiercely independent, a contradiction wrapped in charm. She rose to fame in The Godfather and Annie Hall, where her own clothes, quirks, and voice became cinematic history. She made awkwardness beautiful and imperfection iconic. But behind the laughter, there was pain. In her 20s, while chasing roles on Broadway, Diane developed bulimia. She wrote later that it consumed her life, a secret obsession with control, with image, with perfection. She once admitted to eating up to 20,000 calories a day, only to purge in silence. Hollywood rewarded the image, never the truth. And truth in Hollywood is dangerous. Soft piano under. She wore hats to hide, smiles to deflect, and humor to survive. She became the woman everyone loved, and almost no one truly knew. Then came Woody Allen, the partner who would define and later divide her legacy. Together, they created magic. Play It Again, Sam, Sleeper, Annie Hall. He wrote roles for her, roles that mirrored her real self. But their friendship would outlast their romance and later outlast public approval. When accusations against Allen surfaced decades later, Diane did what few dared. She stood by him. She tweeted, "Woody Allen is my friend, and I continue to believe him." That single line changed everything. Overnight, she went from feminist icon to pariah. Think pieces exploded. Critics called her tone-deaf, out of touch, even complicit. But Diane didn't flinch. She said, "I believe my friend. I have nothing else to say." Her loyalty, unshakable, absolute, may have cost her career momentum, and possibly more. In the years that followed, Diane retreated from the spotlight. She poured her energy into photography, architecture, and her children. She filled her days restoring homes, finding beauty in broken things. Perhaps she saw herself in them. Yet those close to her say something shifted in 2025. For months, she was seen less and less. Her memory, some whispered, wasn't what it used to be. Those who knew her mother's 15-year battle with Alzheimer's feared history might be repeating itself. Then came that chilling question. Did Diane know she was dying? Because that final recording, the so-called message, was reportedly made days before her death. Family insiders call it personal, but Hollywood gossip insists it was revealing. So what could Diane Keaton have wanted to reveal? Some claim it was about her health. Others say it hinted at the darker pressures of fame, how the industry breaks women, demands youth, and buries truth. A few even whisper she left behind names, secrets, a warning. None of it confirmed, all of it compelling. Because this is Hollywood, and here, mystery sells faster than truth ever can. As tributes pour in, so do theories. Why the sudden silence from her family? Why the sealed house? Why the private memorial, closed to the press? Maybe the answers are simple, a family protecting their grief. Or maybe, as some suspect, Diane's last act was designed to protect someone else. Those who worked with her say she'd been reflective in her final months. One friend recalled her saying, "We spend our whole lives trying to make sense of the lies we tell ourselves." Was that the message? A confession? A goodbye to the facade she wore so well? Whatever that recording contains, the world may never hear it. But maybe that's how Diane wanted it. She spent her career controlling her image, her laughter, her words, her style, even in death. Perhaps she wanted control over the final frame. Diane Keaton was more than a movie star. She was an era, a living contradiction of vulnerability and strength. Her characters were messy, human, unfiltered, and maybe, just maybe, so was she. From The Godfather to Something's Gotta Give, from the dizzy heights of fame to the quiet mystery of her final days, Diane Keaton never stopped rewriting the rules. And now, her final message, whatever it says, might be the last chapter in a story that Hollywood still doesn't fully understand. Because if there's one thing Diane Keaton taught us, it's that even when the credits roll, the story is never really over.